I respectfully invite Dr. Krishna Nand Mishra sir, the esteemed convener of this conference, Assistant Professor, Department of English, PRPS College, Baigani, Benipur, Darbhanga, and Joint Director of Darbhanga Chapter of WAAR, an accomplished academician and dedicated scholar of English studies, to deliver the welcome address.
Thank you, ma'am. Om asto ma satgamya tamso ma jyotirgamya mityor ma amitam gamya. Om sarve bhavantu sukhina sarve santu niramaya sarve bhadrani pashyantu ma kaschit दुर्भाग भवे. मिथिला माँ जानकी के धरती सौ अतिथि विद्वान सहभागी गण के हमर सादर प्रणाम आ हार्दिक अभिनंदन. Distinguished guest, respected guest of honor, esteemed keynote speaker, President of WAAR, Secretary of WAAR, Organizing Secretary, Session Moderator, Chapter Directors, Joint Directors, Parallel Session Chairs, Moderators, distinguished participants, members of technical team, ladies and gentlemen, good morning to all of you. In Sri Bhagavad Gita, Lord Krishna tells that knowledge is the great purifier and liberator of the self. And in this century, 21st century, knowledge, I think, is prerequisite for survival. The society, civilization, which doesn't learn and update itself with the passage of time will go extinct and cannot survive. Here I am reminded of one of the, incidents from Winston Churchill's life. Once Churchill was asked that, who do you think will be the future ruler of the world? And he said that the man with the knowledge power, the society with the knowledge power will be the ruler of the world, not the people with muscle power. So our ignorance of history causes us to slender our times, and this conference is an attempt to revisit our history. It is said by one of the noted writers, Abhijit Jog, that those who don't know history are destined to repeat it. Bharatiya Gyan Parampara is one of the oldest and most profound intellectual traditions in the world, encompassing philosophy, literature, education, spirituality, science, and culture. It represents the collective wisdom of diverse regions and communities that have contributed to the making of Indian civilization over centuries. Among these regions, Mithila region occupies a very unique and distinguished position due to its rich intellectual heritage, scholarly traditions, and vibrant cultural legacy. The Mithila region has made immense contribution to the Indian knowledge tradition. Its intellectual legacy stretches from the Vedic age to the modern age. The contribution of Mithila to the Indian knowledge system is profound, multidimensional, and we are here today to deliver, to explore, to deliberate upon that contribution. Mithila stands as one of the great civilizational centers of Indian intellectual history. Historically, as we know that Mithila has been recognized as an important center of learning and philosophical inquiry, the region is deeply associated with ancient Indian traditions of knowledge, debate, and spirituality. The Shastra Parampara, all of you know that has been the pioneer, one of the pioneers in Shastra. Mithila has also made remarkable contribution to the literary and linguistic heritage of India. In the cultural sphere, Mithila has preserved a vibrant tradition of folk arts, rituals, music, festivals, indigenous knowledge systems. The internationally renowned Madhubani painting that symbolizes the artistic creativity and cultural wisdom of that region. These traditions do not only represent the aesthetic expression, but also embody social values, religious beliefs, ecological awareness. And the conference aims to explore the multifaceted contribution of this Mithila region in the broader framework of Indian knowledge system. Theme also further invites scholars, researchers, academicians, and cultural practitioners to engage in interdisciplinary dialogue and contribute to the rediscovery and dissemination of Mithila's enduring legacy in the context of Indian knowledge system. India, as we know that, is an eternal civilization that simply refuses to die. And they have, unleashed an intense campaign for India's demoralization, trying to destroy its self-respect like British did a couple of centuries ago. Here I am reminded of a very important text by Rajiv Malhotra, 10 Heads of Ravan. And in this book, he uses Ravan as a parody, not literally, it is a metaphorical use. And the resemblances are very clear, metaphorical resemblances. The historical Ravan disrupted society's structure. And historical Ravan was very intelligent, a great scholar, hardworking, with immense power at his disposal. So now we have to protect our civilization and culture from these intellectual Ravanas. And there are many. Here in this book, he has discussed 10 heads of intellectual Ravanas, but our society is replete with such Ravanas. We have to be intellectual, warrior, intellectual Kshatriya like Ram, that we have to protect our civilization. And this, conference is a small attempt in this direction. Okay, in this Mahayag, it is a small ahuti. Okay, here again, I'm reminded of a very noted work, and there is a hidden warning well for India also by Herbert Colley, American writer, in his book, The Promise of American Life. He says that, there are some breaking India forces of breaking, which tries to, break, and it says that we must sacrifice the traditional vision and traditional ways of realizing. And these forces have always preached that individual countries must give up their core values, belief system, and accept that Marxism's one size fits all prescription. So here the writer Crowley is insisting that a country cannot progress unless it condemns and rejects history. So I'm not going in detail. It is so we need to revisit our history. There are ideological lynch mobs, are there to silence any rare challenge through ridicule. Now, on this auspicious occasion, it gives me immense pleasure and privilege to welcome a warm and cordial welcome to everyone gathered here for this 2-day international conference organized by Purnima Ram Pratap Sanskrit College, Baigani, Darbhanga, which is a constituent unit of Kameswar Singh Darbhanga Sanskrit University, Darbhanga, in collaboration with World Association of Authors and Researchers, Darbhanga chapter and Janakpur chapter. Your gracious presence has added dignity and honor to this program. First of all, I extend my heartfelt and earnest welcome to our highly esteemed chief guest, Honorable Vice Chancellor of KSDSU Darbhanga, Professor Lakshmi Nivas Pandey. It is indeed a matter of immense pride and privilege for all of us to have your gracious presence among us today. Listening to Sir is akin to sacred deep in a Gyan Mahakumbh, a confluence of wisdom, scholarship, reason, and intellectual enlightenment. Every interaction with Sir becomes an enriching academic and personal experience. After every such deep in this, Gyan Kumbh, as I have said, one feels intellectually rejuvenated, scholastically stimulated, mentally reoriented, critically enlightened, analytically sharpened. His words do not merely inform, they inspire. They ignite curiosity, deepen our reflection, and cultivate a high sense of intellectual consciousness. Sir's vast scholarship, profound insight, and unwavering commitment to the cause of education continue to inspire students, researchers, and academicians alike. His thoughts beautifully weave tradition with modernity, knowledge with wisdom, learning with character building. In his presence, one experiences not only academic elevation, but a renewed motivation to pursue excellence with humility and dedication. It is said that Vidya Dadati Vinyam, and Sir is the epitome of that humility, politeness, and vinay. Respected Sir, we are truly fortunate and deeply honored to receive your blessings, guidance, and enlightening thoughts today. On behalf of everyone present here, I once again extend a cordial welcome to you. I also extend a warm and respectful welcome to our distinguished guest of honor, Professor Punita Jha, Head and Dean, University Department of English, Lalit Narayan Mitra University, Darbhanga. Ma'am's remarkable contribution to the field of education, literary studies, and intellectual discourse is truly admirable and deeply inspiring. Through her academic excellence and dedicated mentorship, she has enriched countless students and scholars alike. Her presence among us today greatly elevates the dignity and intellectual significance of this program. We feel privileged and delighted to have her gracious participation in this event. Ma'am, we are sincerely grateful that you have taken your valuable time out to join and bless us with your inspiring presence and enlightening thoughts. On behalf of everyone present here, I once again extend to you a heartful and cordial welcome. A very, very special welcome to our esteemed keynote speaker, Professor Krishna, Professor of Computational Linguistics, School of Sanskrit and Indic Studies, Jawaharlal Nehru University, New Delhi. Professor Jha's profound scholarship, pioneering research, and exceptional expertise in the field of computational linguistics and Indic knowledge systems have earned him both national and international acclaim. He is widely regarded as a distinguished authority in his domain, whose work has significantly contributed to the bridging the rich heritage of Sanskrit and Indic traditions with contemporary technological and linguistic advancement. His academic journey reflects a rare blend of tradition and wisdom, and with scientific inquiry. Sir, we feel privileged to have you with us today. We eagerly look forward to your enlightening keynote address, which will undoubtedly deepen our understanding, clear our doubts, stimulate meaningful reflection, and intellectually enrich all present here. Your words are certain to have a lasting impression on our minds and motivate us toward deeper academic engagement and inquiry. On behalf of everyone gathered here, I extend to you a heartfelt and gracious welcome. I take this proud opportunity to extend my sincere and respectful greetings to the esteemed President of WAAR, Professor Vijay Kumar Roy, sir, Professor of English at University of Allahabad. Professor Roy has been the guiding force and visionary architect behind this conference, or the true director behind the screen, whose tireless efforts and unwavering dedication, exceptional leadership has transformed the academic gathering into reality. And the program has seen this, light of the day because of his unwavering effort. His undaunted passion for excellence, meticulous planning to intellectually and scholarly pursuits continue to inspire everyone associated with this event. Sir, we are truly grateful to you for your guidance and support in the planning and execution of this event. On behalf of everyone present here, I extend to you a heartfelt welcome. I also extend a warm and cordial welcome to the Secretary of WAAR, Dr. Manish Kumar. He is Assistant Professor and Head, Department of English, SKR College, Darbhanga. Dr. Kumar's dedication and organizational excellence have greatly contributed to the successful coordination of this event. I also take this opportunity to extend a heartfelt welcome to the organizing secretary of this conference, Dr. Yugeshwar Shah, Assistant Professor and Head, Department of English, CM Science College. Dr. Shah, tireless efforts, meticulous planning have been instrumental in organizing this conference in such a remarkable manner. His commitment, coordination, and academic zeal have ensured that this event takes shape as a meaningful and enriching intellectual gathering. On behalf of everyone present here, I extend my heartfelt gratitude and a very warm welcome to both of you. I cordially and respectfully welcome the moderator of this session, Dr. Richa Kumari, Assistant Professor of English at CN College, Darbhanga, the Joint Director of Darbhanga Chapter of WAAR. We are delighted to have her gracious presence as the moderator of this session. I also heartily welcome Dr. Ram Sevak Thakur. He is the co-convener and Assistant Professor, Department of English, Tribhuvan University, RRM Campus, Nepal, and he is also the Chapter Director, Janakpur Chapter Director. I also extend my warm greetings and heartfelt welcome to all respected session moderators, chapter directors, joint directors, parallel session chairs, moderators, whose valuable presence, guidance, and scholarly contributions have added immense dignity and intellectual richness to this conference. Your collective support, thoughtful participation, and academic enthusiasm will play a vital role in making this gathering meaningful, intellectually rewarding. We are truly honored to have such an august assembly of distinguished academicians and scholars from across the world. My heartfelt welcome goes to all participants, researchers, academicians, scholars, and students who have joined us from different parts of the world. Your active participation and intellectual contributions are the true spirit of this gathering. Without you, this conference would not have been successful. I'd also like to acknowledge and appreciate the relentless efforts and heartily welcome our technical team. Their dedication behind the scenes ensures the smooth and successful execution of every session and activity. Finally, at the end, I am reminded of Benjamin Franklin's noted quote. He says, "Tell me and I forget. Teach me and I remember. Involve me, I learn." So our attempt, and with the cooperation of participants, session chairs, and all the esteemed guests, our attempt is to involve you in 2 days conference. This conference, okay, it is a platform for dialogue, exchange of ideas, and further future collaborative learning. I sincerely hope that all of us will immensely benefit from the deliberations and interactions during 2 days sessions. Once again, I welcome you all wholeheartedly and wish the program a great success. Thank you, everyone. Namaste. Jai Hind.